G'day, welcome to Todd's Kitchen. If you've ever had a vanilla slice, you'll know how delicious they are. But this recipe really takes it up a notch and it's absolutely delicious. So join me today as I make my version of a chocolate vanilla slice. Now we want to start this off by making our base and our top. So I have a sheet of puff pastry and I'm just going to place it into a baking dish that I've lined with some non-stick baking paper. And with a fork, make sure you prick it very well. This will stop it from rising up during the cooking. So make sure you make plenty of holes. Then once done, I'm going to place another piece of parchment paper on top of that and another sheet of puff pastry. And again, with a fork, make sure you make some holes, just to stop it from rising. Once done, I'm going to place a further piece of parchment paper on top and then simply weigh it down with some ceramic balls or just place another baking tray on top, just to stop it from rising too much. And we're just going to place this into a preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius or 390 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. Now while our puff pastry is in the oven, next into a mixing bowl, we're going to place in 30 grams of custard powder, followed by 3 egg yolks. And in total I have 250 ml of milk, but I'm just going to add just a little bit in, just like that. So just a few mils, and this will just help with mixing. So save the rest of the milk for when we go to the stove. And simply give it a good mix until it's well combined and we get to like a nice paste consistency. Okay, next I have a pot on the stove and I have it on a medium heat. So to that I'm going to add the rest of our milk, which was 250 mils worth, followed by 190 mils worth of cream. This is just general whipping cream. Then to that 50 grams of sugar, 40 grams of butter, and a tablespoon of vanilla extract. And all we have to do is just keep on stirring it until it comes up to the boil. Okay, as you can see, the mix is just starting to come to a boil. So at this point, just take it straight off the heat. And with the hot mix, we're going to temper the egg yolks. So as you're whisking, just slowly pour in a little bit at a time. And this is just going to help gradually heat up and cook the egg yolks without scrambling them. Then just simply return all our mixture to the pot on a medium heat. And we're going to let this come up to a simmer. So over this medium to high heat, we're just going to keep on cooking this for a further 1 to 2 minutes, just until it's nice and thick. And as you can see, it is already starting to thicken up nicely. So it won't take too much longer. Just keep on stirring. Okay, as you can see now, it is now nice and thick. Look at that. Yum yum. So we're just going to turn the heat straight off. And to that I'm going to add 160 grams of dark chocolate. And mix it through until it's combined. Now I've removed the top layer of our puff pastry, so I still have one layer left in our pan. And all we have to do now is just simply pour on our chocolate custard. Just give it a bit of a jiggle just to get any excess bubbles out, and it also helps spread it around. And then with our second piece of puff pastry, just place it on top. Okay, so now all we have to do is place this into the fridge for a good 4 hours to completely set. Oh, would you look at that? There we have our delicious chocolate vanilla slice. Apart from the lovely chocolate custard center, I really love the puffy pastry that you get on the top and bottom. It's one of those things where you really have to eat it over a plate because it does get a little messy, but it's just a fantastic texture and taste. Now I've always loved a vanilla slice, but by changing the custard to a chocolate vanilla, it really does take it up a notch. So make sure you eat it over a plate, otherwise you're going to have puff pastry everywhere. But when you bite into one of these crunchy and custardy slices, you'll think they taste simply delish. So make them today and put a photo up on your Instagram and make sure you hashtag Todd's Kitchen. So thank you for watching this episode of Todd's Kitchen. As always, I'll leave a list of ingredients down below, as well as links to my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and Home Handy Hints channel. And please do me a massive favour by giving this video a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another delicious recipe.